Hi everybody, welcome to English 241. Let me give you a quick tour of the three main platforms we'll be using this semester. You are most familiar with Blackboard, and we do have a Blackboard site where we will keep announcements and I will send you emails through Blackboard, so do be checking your Reynolds email for the next 10 weeks. Syllabus is on Blackboard, course documents, the key course documents are on Blackboard. I have included the readings on Blackboard, although I'll speak to you in a minute about how I'd like for you to do the readings. As you know from the opening announcement and the syllabus, we're not using the anthologies. I'm not requiring you to purchase anything for this course. All of the readings are on Blackboard here, and I'll show them to you now, just briefly. Show you how to find those. They're all in 10 different collections, and they're in Word and PDF. And you can certainly read them this way if you want, but I'll show you in a second how I actually want you to annotate them on Classroom Salon. But if you're the type who wants to maybe print them out and carry them around with you a little bit and then transfer your annotations onto Salon, that's certainly one strategy you can use. I also have a fair number of web links for each collection of readings, supplements, and there is some stuff from the Norton Anthology that I'll point you to during the semester as well. But that's about all we're really using Blackboard for. I will use the Grade Center, and so you can certainly check Tools, My Grades, to keep up with your grades, which I will update weekly. So as you make your way through the syllabus, obviously you're going to want to print this, I think, or at least keep this very handy. And I've got this for you in PDF as well as in Word, so however you want to keep this, go for it. The next platform, and the most important platform perhaps of all, is Classroom Salon, and there are some instructions in the opening announcement on Blackboard for how to register for Classroom Salon down here. So you'll go to this link down here, and when you go to this link, by the way, and I think it'll work from, you know how it is with Blackboard, sometimes it's one of the things I don't like about Blackboard. It doesn't really, you have to maybe right click it and open it in a new tab to really get stuff to open up out of Blackboard. In fact, try to get away from Blackboard as much as you can with these two other platforms. But I'll go ahead and show it to you. I've got it all set up, and it did finally open in a new tab. So either way, when you go there, you're going to get this basic sign up sheet. So I need you to go and sign up. And when you click on sign up, you'll get a request to simply give your name, your email. I think I would prefer for you to use Reynolds email as well for this, in case I communicate with you through Salon. Determine whatever password you want and whatever you can remember. Make it simple. They don't require anything special in that, so just make it something you're going to remember. And then you'll need this registration code, which is POP City, all one word, POPCITY. That's in the instructions on Blackboard in case you forget. That will be all you'll need to sign up, and you will have yourself an account. And then after that, you'll always be able to just sign in. Let me show you a little bit about what this looks like, because this is really where we're going to be living day in, day out on the course, during the course. So once you have an account, you'll be able to log in and you will see the following. And this is certainly one way to navigate it. I prefer to click over here on Documents, and you'll see Documents listed. And these are the same 10 collections that you saw on Blackboard. But what I've got here are the actual readings online. And what this site allows us to do is to see everyone's annotations of the same readings. So it's very interactive, because when you get in here, let's say your first readings are due, your first annotations are due this coming Friday at midnight. So you have all week, this first week, to go through these 3 readings. And you're required to make at least 8 annotations per collection, not per reading, just per collection. So think of this in terms of like 6-day periods. You'll have 8, at least 8, you can do more, annotations due. And those annotations, the guidelines for those are in a course document called Guidelines for Annotations and Blog Entries. So they're pretty wide open what you can do. So let me just open up one of these texts, and let me give you a couple of options. When you're first reading, I would go with this little pin icon over here. I would click on that first, because what that gives you is a clean version of the text. Nobody else's annotations are going to show up here. And if you decide you want to make a comment on something like this line from John Winthrop about first that every man afford his help to another in every want or distress. Let's say you want to make a comment here and you decide, this is interesting. You can make a comment. You can say Winthrop seems to be trying to get his listeners to look out for one another. You know, something simple like that. And that's really all I'm looking for with these annotations, is some kind of translation on your part. You simply save that, and now we have our first annotation of the text. Okay. Now, when you come back out and later on, maybe in the week after you've done a few annotations, if you want to save a few for later, you can do that. You can come back into the same basic opening. Let me show you again how to get in. Once you have an account, this is easy. Email and password, the usual drill here. Now watch this. I'll show you again how this pops up into your version of Salon. You can click on this to open up the Salon with the opening view of it that you're most familiar with. Actually, this is last semester's that I opened up because I have several here, but this is probably a good thing. Let me show you what this ends up looking like after you've got, and you're not in this one obviously, but after you've got several annotations from your classmates, when you open this up again in the eyeball icon over here, watch this. You now see everybody's annotations. So you can come back in and take a look and say, hey, what else did people say about this? And you can see what you said and maybe what somebody else said. You have opportunities here to join this discussion, so you can make another comment. All of these count toward your 8 annotations. You'll get the hang of it. It's very interesting. It's very interactive, and it's really kind of fun in a distance setting because it makes you feel a little bit more like we're in a class together. And the window of time you have to make your annotations is usually 6 days, starting pretty much from tonight. The first deadline is Friday. Your first set of annotations will be due to collection 1, and then you'll make through, as you can see the deadlines on the syllabus as to when stuff is due. The final platform is a little wiki that I've put together, and this is where I'd like for you to do your blogging. Now the blogging, as you'll see, the same document, guidelines for annotations and blog entries. The blogs are a little bit more directed. I have questions each time, and this is also serving this space as a kind of an alternative to Blackboard. All of the key course documents are here. They're just listed as web pages essentially, and here's where you're going to be living, in student work. And I've set up pages for each of you, all 24 of you. So when you open up your page, it'll be blank at this point. So Anderson, you can simply go into edit mode, and now what'll happen is if you're not logged in, or if you haven't requested access yet, no matter at what point you start to try to use this, they're going to prompt you to request access. So you can do it there if you want, or you can do it a little earlier if you like. You can just go to the main URL and request access at that point, because you don't, or you can go over here. This is where I've actually directed you to go. Doesn't matter. You're going to be asked to request access because you can't do anything with the wiki until you've got access. So when you do that, you'll be asked to give your email address. You don't really have to send me a message. Just type that one letter CAPTCHA, in this case E, and I will get and then send it to me. I'm the administrator. I will add you to the site. Once you have access to the site, you will be able to log in using your email and password. And again, try to set up something simple. Neither one of these sites asks you for anything crazy with the password. So go with something you're going to remember. Go with the same password for both of these sites, and you won't drive yourself crazy trying to remember which password. Once you're in, then you'll see your name up here in this area, and you'll be able to jump in and work on your site. So if you are Anderson and you decide, okay, I'm ready to make my first blog entry, you go into edit mode, and I have some instructions on how to do this. It's very simple, really. It's just toggling back and forth between edit and down here, save. So you can do your blog offline if you want, or you can do it online, although I don't recommend really composing on the wiki too often. So if you want to just keep kind of a Word doc of all of your blogging and then copy and paste it into your student workspace, you can do that, and then just come down here and save. And this will be your, your place where you can basically have all of your blogs for the all of your blog entries, and basically keep your blog for the semester, and you can follow those instructions that appear on the syllabus for that as well. So I'll clean that up and let you have at it, Anderson, and the rest of you. And that's a quick tour. And of course, I'm available, as I mentioned on the syllabus, Monday mornings especially, by phone or in person up on campus. And then, of course, if you have small questions that come up, or if you just need to text me something that you're kind of not clear about, feel free to use my cell phone number, and we'll just get into a nice routine together, and we'll have several ways in which we can kind of view each other's work. And that's the kind of course that's the kind of way that I think this course will work best. So keep in touch, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.